Hi everybody, it's your girl J9 Eve. This is video number 2. Today we are going to be doing a Scary Comp Volume 6 by Bizarre Bub. Is the name of the channel, Bizarre Bub, and it's Scary Comp Volume 6. And I kind of did a little bit of a flash through just to see if it was a good one to do. And it already got me creeped out from the first 2 seconds. Like from the first 5 seconds, I'm like, so the hopes are really high. And you know, I guess we're gonna find out together. And if you're on here watching, please like and well, you gotta like, you can dislike if you feel, but just subscribe and hit the notifications button so you can be alerted. So I'm going to be very consistent with this, because this right here is what I really wanted to be doing. Entertaining myself by myself, but kind of almost like not by myself, with you guys. So all right, we're gonna just hop into this and get your popcorn ready. I got pizza on the way, so let's get into it. And here we go.
In the middle of the night, Danny Donahue woke up to a noise that came from his bathroom. Here's what he caught on camera. Although obviously fake, it sure is pretty damn scary. But just imagine how terrifying it would be.
No, they did. Oh my God. Oh, they got me so good. I didn't know it was going to be a jump scare. Oh. Oh my gosh. I did. I did not know that was going to be a jump scare. I gotta go back now and see it again. Well, then maybe it'll probably replay it. Oh my gosh. Don't lie, you jumped too.
To encounter something like this in real life. Surely, those who are faint-hearted would not even dare to imagine themselves in a situation like this. Sean Shutt and his friends were camping when, while sleeping inside a tent, they captured this. But just imagine. Although obviously fake, it sure is pretty damn scary. But just imagine how terrifying it would be to encounter something like this in real life. Surely, those who are faint-hearted would not even dare to imagine themselves in a situation like this. Sean Shutt and his friends were camping when, while sleeping inside a tent, they captured this.
What is that? Yo, what the f is that? So creepy. Yo, I think I'm sleeping in the car tonight. Spirits, man. We're in the woods. I mean, dude, I'm not sleeping tonight. I hear footsteps. I'm not going camping again.
It sure is a mystery as to what was outside making those noises. One thing is for sure though, they're not going to go camping ever again, or at least at this spot. Vivian Ispetia had recently lost her cat from being run over by a car. She was in total shock after seeing her cat lying lifeless on the street. However, this wasn't as shocking as what she saw in the footage from the surveillance camera outside her home, which recorded the incident. Have a look at the footage and see if you notice anything unusual. If Vivian claims that her cat was dead and killed upon impact from being hit by a car, then what was this? Let me know what you think down below.
The cat didn't get
While looking over at some footage from the camera in her living room, Tiffany Lala sees something.
The rest of this video is starting to disappoint. It's like they started off strong and then it was just like, okay, that's enough. We give it a couple more. And then we might have to find another video or something.
Pretty creepy.
Legs aren't there.
The child you see in this footage is Tiffany's son, but she can't wrap her head around this footage, as she doesn't know why her son looks semi-transparent. Tiffany doesn't know what to make of this. However, many viewers have commented that her son might be astral projecting. Astral projection is the ability to have an out-of-body experience on command.
This right here is what we call reaching. Just like reaching. Oh. These some NBA players. They got reach. They got that good reach. I don't know. I might have to put in another video. Yeah, this is whack. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop this here. That was getting real slow and sloppy. It was like it was just a one-hitter quitter with that first video, and then it just kind of slacked off. So I picked another one. This is a slapped hand video, and it is recent. So let's just get into it, because I'm like threw me off my vibe there for a second. Let's get it.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some ghost sightings that are starting to freak the internet out. But as always, before we dive into these fascinating stories, remember to hit that subscribe button for more scary content, just like this. In 1983, Karen Collette rode the London Underground with her nephew on an afternoon outing. While on the Bakerloo line, Collette took a number of photos of her nephew sitting on the train, smiling. She thought nothing of the snaps at the time other than a cute way to remember the day. However, when she later had the photos developed, something strange was apparent in one of the pictures. Here you can see Colette's nephew holding a camera, smiling. Strangely, in the background is a stylized image of a seated man with electricity shooting out his fists. The train was speeding through a tunnel at the time and there was no advertising on the rear wall of the cabin. Collette was at a loss to explain the image. At the time, the photo caused quite a stir, so much so that it caught the attention of paranormal investigator Maurice Grosse, who gained notoriety for his involvement in the Enfield poltergeist case in 1977. Grosse carefully studied the image and found a number of bizarre details. Firstly, it was determined that it was highly unlikely that the image was manipulated. Robert Cox from the National Museum of Photography, Film and Television noted that specialised equipment would be needed to pull off such an image in the early 1980s. Gross continued to investigate the photo and discovered a match for the image of the seated man seen in the window. It was an almost exact copy of a figure on display at the time in Madame Tussauds Chamber of Horrors exhibit in London. The man is Bruno Richard Hauptmann, a German-born carpenter. In 1932, he was convicted of the abduction and murder of 20-month-old Charles Lindbergh Jr. It became known as the crime of the century. Hauptmann...
Oh, the Lindbergh baby. That was an inside job. Just kidding. Just kidding. Don't shoot the messenger.
Denied his involvement in the case to the very end when he was executed in 1936, put to death in the electric chair. Here's a comparison of Madame Tussauds' waxwork and the reflection in the London Underground. The two images were found to be identical, except for the stylized bolts of electricity shooting out of his fists in the London Underground image. Theories at the time suggested Tussauds must have used the wax figure as advertising and posted the image in the London Underground. However, records indicate that the image was never used in marketing throughout its entire showing. To make this story even more mysterious, another strange incident happened to Colette sometime later. Months after the London Underground image was taken, Colette went to visit a psychic medium.
I can't see like somebody in an electric chair or like hear anything about the death penalty like type stuff without always thinking, you know how many people they've gone been put to death and they didn't even do anything. And they weren't even guilty, or they weren't even like the main party in whatever the thing was. And the worst part, the worst part is, yes, you killed someone that didn't do anything, was wrongly convicted. But in actuality, it's like the person who did it is still out in the world and probably did it some more. So you actually, by not doing your job thoroughly and finding the actual person and just going for whatever was convenient, you ended up actually playing a part in killing someone else because they probably did it again. Murderers don't tend to just get bored of it and stop.
With a friend. While Colette's friend sat for her reading, the medium left the room and approached Colette. She said it was urgent that she talk about her photo. This is what the medium said. "It's about your photo. I just want you to know," the man said.
My pizza showed up. I just went ahead and scarfed down a couple of pieces. And then come on back. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. Let's try it again. Oh yeah, the electric chair thing. That's going to end up being nothing. It looked like a painting.
About her photo. This is what the medium said. "It's about your photo. I just want you to know," the man said. "I'm accused of something I didn't do, but I did something else." While the message is cryptic, Hauptmann insisted he was innocent even in the minutes that led to his execution. This eerie set of events has continued to baffle anyone who investigates the incident. In 2005, the BBC aired a program called The Ghosts on the Underground, which featured interviews with Colette, Robert Cox and Gross. But even after the BBC completed their investigation, the incident remains a complete mystery.
I bet it did.
In December 2020, TikToker DM Wesley began experiencing something strange in his home. Over a period of several weeks, he started hearing mysterious noises around the house. It got so persistent that he began trying to capture it on camera to share with the internet. After some days, he finally managed to capture the noise on camera. Take a look.
Okay, so I'm literally home alone. Listen to how loud and aggressive it is.
He's allegedly home alone, yet loud knocks can be heard at the door.
Literally home alone. Listen to how loud and aggressive it is.
In this second clip, we can see it happening again.
Okay, so I'm trying to get ready for bed. And there's another one.
This time, he tries knocking back.
Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back. You
In the third clip, we see the uploader awoken from a nap by the intense banging yet again.
So it's literally 3 in the afternoon, and it's been happening more during the day, and it's just not even scary. It's just,
There's clearly no one around.
to be completely honest, I can't take this anymore.
This series of videos went viral with thousands of viewers intrigued by the eerie events. Naturally, hundreds of comments poured in trying to
Yeah, I seen this on Art of Kicks. He went through these. I hope that was just that one clip and not the whole
solve
thing.
the mystery. Here's the TikToker answering one of the most common questions.
So I get this comment a lot, so I'm just going to show you right above the door. So here's the door frame, and right above it, there is no attic, just a smoke detector and a vent. And since I know people are going to ask, this is the closet right outside the room, no attic.
Some viewers suggested installing a camera outside the door to see if you can gather any footage that might explain what's going on. As it stands, this is an ongoing mystery. There's regular updates on the account, which we'll link to in the description box below. It's well worth checking out.
It's so Everyone's been asking me to try and knock back.
And what I always be wondering is, he come and yank that door open like he do. But what if something was standing there when he opened the door? Very comfortable just yanking that sucker open. And what if it was a big old shadowy, weird, gruesome thing standing there? Then what? How loud he gonna scream?
You
No one likes being woken up by strange noises around their home. YouTube user Ziggy09 managed to capture this exact situation on tape, making viewers double-check their rooms before bedtime. In the video, we can see a person sleeping in a dark room. The person tosses and turns before getting up and turning on the light in the room. Watch what happens. As you can see, a strange figure appears in the window. The curtain on the right-hand side of the window inside the house moves slightly at the same time. Whatever it is just outside the window, it lingers for a few moments before disappearing. The individual returns and looks out the window for a few seconds. He then turns off the lights and gets back into bed. Later, more noises are heard. Take a look at what happens.
Oh, you bitch. Bet not.
This time, something white appears in the window.
Caucasian.
Unfortunately, this clip was filmed on a
There's a Caucasian outside. Caucasian.
moldy potato more than 10 years ago, so we're not able to get a clear view of what it is that's lurking outside the window. So just what is tapping at the window and waking this person up? Perhaps we'll never know.
Ooh. Oh no. The way he yanked that hand away.
TikToker Megs Loves Ya seems to have caught something eerie on their home security system. In the first of a series of videos, we see footage shot from the security camera of the TikToker's front door. Take a look. We can see what looks to be a transparent figure jogging along the road in the early morning
I don't know how to
hours.
figure something's transparent when you can see it.
In the second clip uploaded by the TikToker, she's zoomed in on the original footage. Here we can see that the figure's body does indeed seem transparent, though the figure's face looks more solid.
It's just bad footage. It's those little cameras, they pick up weird. They're like slow and stuff, so it makes it look like everybody's trailing behind, like they're dragging another version of themselves behind themselves.
In the last clip, the TikToker shares footage of her daughter running outside of her home to prove that she shows up solid on film. We can see that the daughter does indeed have a more solid form. After this, in the same clip, we can see footage of a car driving by the home, proving that objects show up clearly on the camera as well. There were tons of suggestions from other TikTok users on what this could be. Some believed that the ghostly figure looked the way they did due to dark clothing, or perhaps they were wearing reflective exercise wear. Others, though, thought that this was actually a ghost. They suggested it could be the spirit of a jogger who died on this very stretch of road. Although there's no evidence to suggest this footage continues to intrigue viewers. Ghost Stalkers Paranormal Investigations are a group of supernatural researchers operating out of North Carolina. They regularly travel to some of the most haunted places in the United States in the hopes of capturing evidence of otherworldly happenings. However, this next clip happened a little closer to home when they captured something strange in the back of a video of their son dancing. Take a look. While it's a little hard to make out at first, something appears to zip past the dancing child.
Look at him shaking his little hips. He like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm so excited.
The YouTuber believes that their house is active with spirits. They claim that a number of young children haunt their home. One in particular is a notorious entity they've dubbed Anna. The YouTuber believes that this is proof that Anna's spirit is lingering in the home. Could it be that their young son has befriended ghostly Anna? Or is there another way to explain this strange sighting? Love to hear your theories in the comment section down below.
I see nothing. Oh, you're adorable.
Before we take a look at an eerie image taken in a bar, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos.
Please, Kellen keeps me in the basement and forces me to do these voiceovers. Help me.
Some believe that loved ones who have passed away will visit from time to time. It's a comforting thought, though it's very rare to have actual proof of this happening. Reddit user bbeckers78 may have been able to experience just this situation and shared a photo as proof. In the photo, we see three people posing together in a bar setting. In the background, directly above the woman in the middle, is what appears to be a blurry, slightly transparent figure.
Man, that's that over-the-hill bartender. That lady that just will not quit her job and retire. That's who that is. Or somebody's auntie.
The figure resembles a woman smiling at the camera. Next to her, on the left, is a very bright orange light. The Redditor who posted this picture insisted that there was no one behind the group when the photo was taken, as he and his friends were the last people in the bar that night. Moreover, he claims that the orange light was not a bar light, and that it...
And that's another thing. They insist that there was nobody else there. They were the last ones there when the bar closed, which means they were hammered out of their minds. You don't make it to be the last people out of the bar without being drunk as a skunk. I'm just saying.
seem to have appeared with the woman. He believes that the woman is the ghost of his mother, who passed away. Most other Redditors seem not to believe the photo, guessing that someone could have easily popped up in the background as a kind of photobomb. They blame the woman's transparency and the bright light as the result of a shaky hand taking the picture. Still, there are a small group of Redditors who thought the original poster should have the right to believe that this is his mum. If it brings him comfort, it may just be best to let this Redditor have this moment.
All right, so I won't be trying those other videos anymore, I don't think, because even though they got me with that first one, with that little jump scare, they got me good. Got the adrenaline, got the old blood pumping, so I appreciate it, but they didn't follow through. So no more Bizarre Bub, and but you know, slapped hand, and you know, there's plenty of them to choose from, really good ones, consistent ones. And so that'll be that for this video. This is number 2. And what will be a long list. Very much fun. It's something so weird. Like, I'm just doing the same thing that I usually do, but I get to do it and with a little bit of a thought that I'm not alone because you are with me in the spirit. Please subscribe and hit the little notification bell. Apparently that's going to help for when, you know, so that you'll know when I post another one and we can be together again. But for now, it is peace out. Enjoy the night. And like my ears, you don't forget you then.